All right, world history students, we're back with the remainder of the China SOL for E and F, talking about Confucianism and Taoism. All right, so let's talk first about Confucianism. Now, Confucianism really isn't a religion. It's more of a philosophy of way of life. There is no real God, according to Confucianism, that needs to be worshipped. Not saying that people are Confucius can't be religious. That's not what I'm saying. It's more of a philosophy. All right, so let's talk about that philosophy briefly. All right, the first thing is that humans are good, not bad. And there also is a big respect code, respect, especially for your elders. There's a code of politeness. So in other words, you just don't walk up to somebody and start talking to them. You have to be introduced to them. And you spell politeness right. There we go. There's an emphasis on education. So a well-informed society is a polite society and a nice society, according to Confucianism. And then finally, there is that ancestor worship. Now, I just told you that there aren't any gods, and it's more of like a reverence for ancestors, that ancestors will help you and guide you in your everyday endeavors. Okay, so here we go on Confucianism. So it was started by a philosopher named Confucius. No surprise there, because the name of the philosophy is named after him. And basically that society can be perfect if they act beautifully, quote right there. So here we go. We have considerate of others, respect your ancestors, harmony and balance in all things, avoid extremes. If you live in peace and harmony, you will be in contact with spiritual forces of the universe, including nature. So basically kindness, righteousness, sobriety, meaning you're not taking extremes in anything, wisdom, and trustworthiness. Okay, so let's go back to our notes. And let's talk a little bit about Taoism. All right, Taoism has also influenced Chinese society, and there is an emphasis on humility. In case you aren't familiar with what humility is, it's not being full of pride of one's actions or self. Emphasis on the simple life, not having a lot of earthly possessions. Also inner peace, looking for balance and no extremes in your life. And then finally, harmony with nature. Okay. So you need to figure out what are the names of the opposites in both Confucianism and Taoism. And back here on the page with Confucianism is this symbol. This is a yin and yang, and I want you to look it up and see what exactly it means. And I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't mean good and bad. That's not what it means. So I want you to figure out what it means and explain it on your notes. All right, so let's look here real quick at Taoism. So it is an ancient religious belief from China. It's also known as the Way. That's what the Tao means. And again, it's a religion of unity and opposites of the yin and yang. Again, there's no God that's worshipped, just your actions and your deeds. Okay, so that's what you need to know for your notes. And look forward to talking with you about this in class.